section on charting resistance for technical analysis, you'll learn all about resistance trend lines. We will investigate what they are and how you can identify and draw them yourself. We will also spend some time looking at the relationship between support and resistance that makes them opposite sides of the same coin. Much like our previous discussion on charting support, you don't need to dig deep into the math behind resistance because modern trading software will generally do the heavy lifting for you in that area. But you will need to understand how resistance works and how to chart geometric resistance trend lines yourself. Once you have the basic knowledge to draw up some reasonable levels, I'm going to help you put them to work effectively. You'll find that being able to draw accurate resistance levels is an important skill that can greatly improve your odds of making profitable trades. So let your Crypto Monks family help you make the most of your crypto strategy. Resistance is a trend line representing locations on the chart above the current price, where the balance of supply and demand is predicted to temporarily pause upward price momentum. They are drawn as a line or rectangular area across several peaks and extended into the future in order to identify areas where the book of sell orders is likely strong enough to put a pause to upward trends. Resistance is where sellers hold a bull trend hostage until and unless the bulls have enough demand to clear the sell wall and holding that price down. The strength of resistance is therefore represented by the depth of the overhead sell order book. The more times a resistance is tested in a short time frame, the weaker it becomes, as the sellers are removed from the market. Eventually, it may become too weak and the bulls may break through resistance in a continuation of the upward trend. Of course, most tests of support and resistance do not result in a break of their respective lines.
Yo, what's up, monks? Taco.eth here, back here again to show some live areas of resistance and how to draw them on a chart, okay? Now, here's a big example that I've drawn already around the 31.3K-ish area for Bitcoin, okay? So it has hit it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and then stays consolidated around there. Here it tries to break through, tries to flip this into support, but no can do. Close a big red candle on that to confirm that no, it's not ready to pop up yet. Again, it tests it here and then we have a big bearish retest all the way down to the next area of support, which would be the 21K area, okay? If we were to draw a trend line, you can also see that we're on a downward slope too, okay, which also lines up pretty close to around that 31.4 31.3K area, okay? So it's a big area where we need to break out in order to say that we've invalidated this bearish downtrend, okay? So if we're looking for the next area, once this is broken, you find a big area of interest, and that's where you can load up on some longs or set some market buys. Some limit longs and some limit buys, okay?
Support and resistance lines have the ability to alternate in their very nature, moving from support to resistance and vice versa. This is referred to as shifting zones. When a line in the market has previously respected suddenly flips in nature as the price breaks out of a trading channel. If price breaks through the channel's ceiling, the overhead resistance line falls below the new market price. Sometimes this might be a momentary wick to the upside, but if the breakout holds, then resistance has shifted zones to become a potential support line going forwards. The same is true if the price falls through a support floor, and in that case, the support line may now become the new overhead resistance. This is what people mean when they talk about support turned resistance or resistance turned support. Of course, just because a line is broken doesn't mean it will hold strong when the price approaches it from the other side. Lines still have to be tested and confirmed. Now we know what resistance is all about and how to identify and draw it on our charts. We have an understanding of how support and resistance are closely related and can morph from one to the other. It turns out that combining the knowledge of support and resistance gives rise to actionable trading channels, which we will cover in our next section. CryptoMonk's content is not financial, tax, or other advice. Never transact based on it. Do your own research and consult certified advisors. Investing is risky and you could lose everything.